takes some time. And for things I don't know how to do, I would have to Google it. So I can make some more videos on OpenAI and ChatGPT. It's pretty interesting to me. Let's go ahead and try to finish this up though. So I just pasted in all this, and it says, now it actually gets us a real in position, and it says it's true if df close.ilock -1 over the SMA. If not, then it would go ahead and start to consider to enter, but then it would say, if it is, and you are currently not in position, then buy some BTC. You will need to define the amount of BTC to buy and the price at which to buy it at. Okay, so symbol market, we're doing a market order, so there is no price we need to buy it at. I wonder what this is. So create order, amount, price, params. It's interesting because it has it set as a market order, but then it also passes in a price. So is that going to work? I don't know. I don't know about that. I'll have to test that one. But then it sets into position to true, which is correct because it did a market order. So you automatically get into position. And now it's going to hold for 5 days. So start time, time out of time. And then it says while time out of time, time.time is minus start time is less than 5 days. It's just going to continuously loop for 60 seconds, which is 1 minute. And that's pretty cool. I mean, for me, that's a different way than I would implement it. So that's one of the huge powers of OpenAI and using ChatGPT in trading, because it makes you look at things differently. Just like I hope these videos help you come up with different ideas for your brilliant ideas you already have, because I have a different perspective than you do and you have a different perspective than me. ChatGPT is like a third person, or even more. Like, you know, it has more knowledge than both of us combined. It's just about being able to ask the right questions. The same thing for Google, right? Google has way more knowledge than you and I combined, but it's hard to ask the right question. And if you ask the right question, the information is going to be there. But with Google, you have to sift through all of these results. And with OpenAI, at least, it just gives you an answer, and you can always be like, hey, I want a different one. So this is a pretty cool way to implement that. It's just going to make the order. It's going to be a market order, and then it's going to sit for 5 days. And then it's going to check if the data frame close, iLock -1, which is pretty much the price, is less than the last SMA 40, then it creates a sell order. So what I would need to do in order to actually get this functional is I would have to call this a bot. So like say def bot, like this. And as you can see, like this is another thing that, you know, I also got really excited when I saw it write code, but without being able to know without knowing how to code, it's gonna take some tweaks and changes. So like you're kind of gonna need to know at least the basis of how to code. Now this is weird that this didn't get pushed with it, but so if this needs to be sent over as well. It's weird how when you indent, it doesn't always indent correctly. And that's like, for me, when I was first getting started, indentation was tricky as well. So, you know, my overall summary of this is essentially ChatGPT is like an expert noob coder. Expert as it has all the information needed, but it's also a noob in the fact that you have to like really massage it and to get the right answers. And so now I put it into a function, and now I can say, hey, let's loop this function forever. And that will allow me to run this bot 24/7, 365. So how do I loop forever? Well, let's go ahead here and say loop bot forever, and that should be fine because remember, when we enter, it just chills for 5 days. You know, if you have this up on a server or a computer, it's just chilling for 5 days after it enters, and then it's gonna check this. So loop bot forever, we have to hit schedule dot every, let's just do 15 seconds, and dot seconds dot do